How's it going, everyone? I'm Immature Gamer, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a spawn system that alternates each round. If this sounds complicated, don't worry, this is super easy to make. This mechanic will allow you to create a multiple terrain map that switches landscapes each round, or even a box fight alternating Zone Wars map. Before we start the tutorial, make sure you watch part 1 where I show the best method on how to give all players a random loadout. If you don't, this video won't make sense. There are certain settings on devices in part 1 that are necessary for this mechanic to work. I'll leave a little link in the top right of your screen if you need to watch it. Alright, let's start building.
Immature Gaming.
Alright, first things first, please hit that like button. It really goes a long way. Also, if you'd like to support me further, please use code Immature in the item shop. If you don't use my code, please use someone else's. Lastly, here are my socials. I've been throwing out V-Bucks on all my platforms. Basically, I'm just taking a picture of a V-Bucks gift card, and the first person to enter it gets it. So if you want to increase your chances, make sure you turn on notifications. Lastly, if you like this content, please subscribe. There's a lot of you guys that have been watching my videos but don't subscribe. What are you guys waiting for? Hit that sub button. Alright, let's start building. Alright, now let's start the mechanic to teleport to different locations each round. Alright, now what you're gonna do is come on over here, interact with this customized round setting. You're gonna come in here to round and you're gonna put that to 1. And that's pretty much it. Now you're gonna grab both of these with multi-select and just copy them. And you're gonna come into this round setting device and you're gonna select round 2. And if you come all the way to the bottom here, you'll see on round start, we're gonna have to change this channel. So you're gonna have to go look for an empty channel. You can always hit my island under the channel browser. We have channel 6 open. So go back into your round device. On round start, hit channel 6. Now, under this item granter, you're gonna want to click go down, grant items when received from, and change that to channel 6. Basically what we just set up is, even though we're going to be teleporting you to a different location, we're still going to run this same mechanic to give you random loadouts. That's what this does. This item granter also is what's going to start the teleportation process. I want to give a quick shout out to Twin, who is another awesome mechanic. He has a YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description. Go check him out. He actually came up with the idea to use item granters to teleport players, which is really cool, and it's a game changer. Before, you had to use mutator zones and you had to make sure they were covering enough area to grab the player. Anyway, so huge shout out to Twin. Alright, next thing we're gonna do now, we're gonna set up the teleporters. Go back into your creative tab under devices, find the teleporter, place it down, interact with it. Turn off the teleporter group targets, enable during game phase to none, team to 1, change teleporter target, keep that to never, teleport riff, visible turn to no, play visuals, no, play sound effects no, conserve momentum to no, face player and teleport direction to yes, teleport to when receiving from 2, and enable on 1. Alright guys, now I do want to tell you that since you have the setting enabled during game phase to none, it'll make this invisible, right? You can't see it. So just be very cognizant of where these are and where you place them, because you do not want to lose these. To make it easier, you can keep these on all while you're setting up your map, but just remember you have to turn this back to none for it to work. Alright, cut this teleporter and go place this in your round 1 starting area, okay? These 3 houses will be our round 1 starting area, so maybe round 1's your box fight map. Now, I do want to mention that we did add a setting where players face a teleport direction. I do want to mention, if you go in here, enable it, you'll see this long little streak here. This means that when you teleport and you have face player in teleport direction, it's going to teleport you and you're going to be facing this way. So remember that. So always orient your teleporters to make sure when a player spawns, they're facing where they need to go. Alright, now we have to set up the teleporters for every other player to spawn into for round 1. So just copy it, paste it into the next spawn box you have set up, interact with it, and you're just going to change it to team 2. Pretty simple. And you're going to copy it, go over here, and change this to team 3, and so on, right? You're going to have a total of 16 spawn boxes for everyone, and all you're going to do is keep copy pasting it, and you're going to make sure you get to team 16. All right, now that you have round 1 teleportation spawn area set up, we're gonna have to set up our round 2 teleportation spawn area. So it's pretty simple. Just grab one of these teleporters that you already used, fly all the way over to your round 2 spawn area, drop your teleporter. Now come in here and make sure you're on team 1 to start. Go all the way down here, and what you're gonna do is enable on channel 6. Now you guys might see a little theme here, right? Round 1, the first channel that's pressed is channel 1, right? Which this is our round 1 starting area, and this teleporter gets enabled on round 1. Round 2, the first round channel that gets hit is channel 6, right? And you'll see these for your round 2 spawn area is set to enable channel 6. So now we got to copy 15 more of these. So you're going to grab a teleporter, put it in your round 2 spawn area, and you're going to customize it and put team 2. And team 3, and so on all the way until you get to team 16, right? You want to be able to have spawn boxes for everyone, right? So right now, currently, you have it set up where on round 1, you're going to spawn over here. You're going to get totally random loot. And on round 2, you're going to spawn in this area with totally random loot. One last thing before we test this mechanic, I do want to let you know that for spawn pads, if you're doing this method, you really only need them in your pre-game lobby, because it doesn't really matter where people spawn at the start of the game, because you're going to actually move them immediately. You can actually even change spawn location to the sky. That it would even work that way. So just FYI, I just want to let you guys know. All right, let's start it. All right, there we go. We're in round 1 area with totally random loot. All right, let's see what happens when we go to round 2. All right, look at that. We're in the round 2 area and we have totally random loot. It's that simple. We're not quite done yet. I'm gonna show you guys how to add a 3rd location, or if you want like 100 rounds, how you keep it alternating. All right, so we only have it really set up for 2 rounds. If you want to keep alternating between, box fight, zone wars for 100 rounds, you're gonna want to go back into your settings, go to total rounds, make this 100. Now here's what's gonna be very time consuming. So what you're gonna do is grab the first round device, and you're gonna make this round 3. You're gonna grab that second round device that teleports you to the second area. You're gonna copy that, and you're gonna put this to round 4. And then you're gonna grab the third one. That's basically the same exact as set up as round 1. You're gonna put this to 5. You're gonna grab the 4th. Put that to 6. So if you're kind of following along, odd rounds are going to be your first area, and even will be your second area. All right, and you're going to have to do this all the way to 100. It's really not necessary. Honestly, 5 is good enough. But like I said, make sure total rounds is the exact same number as how many round device settings you have. I also recommend making it odd, just so you don't have a weird tie or something. And last thing, if you want to add a 3rd area, all you gotta do is just copy this second one. Again, go into your channel browser, see what channel you have open. I have 7. I'm gonna make this round 3. On round start 7. Come back to this item granter, hit grant on 7. All right, now go to your round 2 spawn area, grab one of those teleporters. Remember, you want to orientate your teleporters so people spawn facing the correct direction. Place that bad boy in your round 3 spawn location. Go in here, make sure you're on team 1 to start. Go down here, enable on 7. or enable on whatever channel it was to start this round, okay? And then again, you're gonna copy this 15 more times and change the team each time. You're gonna have a total of 16, right? All the way up to team 16. And now let's test this out. All right, random loot, round 1. Random loot, round 2. Random loot, round 3. And there you have it. That's how you can change locations each round and also give everyone random loot in the island. It's super easy, you guys. If you guys learned something, if I helped you out, please hit that like button, and also please hit subscribe. I'm always making tutorials and trying to keep you guys up to date on the best mechanics to use in your maps. I also do a bunch of live streams where I show off the maps you make. So again, make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss those streams. And if you want to get notified on when those streams are and how to enter your map, make sure you are following me on my socials. That's going to do it for today's video. I'm Immature Gamer, and I'm out.
Hey, you're still here? Thank you so much for watching the whole video. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, please press that like button. It goes a long way, I'm serious. And while I'm sitting here begging for likes, press that subscribe button. It would really mean the world to me. Alright, I'm really leaving this time. Hope you have a great day.
That's my name.